Cheers,
the
cutie.
cheers to the first episode, the first
Cheers to
ever,
the first-
ever, ever episode of
Never tried this before ever. Never,
Never.
never done before, boys.
Fourth&Pour. Hell yeah. Ooh, that shit squirted on the screen.
All right, well, that's all I needed. Talk to you on the game, gang.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the very first episode of Fourth&Pour. Intro buying. Alright, so with the NFL season about 2 months away, with a little bit of change, the season's starting on what? Is it a Thursday with the Super Bowl rematch?
It's a Wednesday. We get a Wednesday game and then a Thursday game, and then we get our Sunday lineup. We start off
Mm.
the season September 9th with the Super Bowl rematch. The Hawks versus the Pats.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a lot better than that shit show of a game that we had
Super
in
Bowl
February.
sucked, bro. That
Yeah,
Bunny was good.
Bad
That Bunny
Bunny.
was pretty
Listen, the performance was excellent. The cast
big
he
fan
brought
of that.
out. Jessica Alba was out there. Shout out to you, Jessica Alba, if you're watching this.
There was also a
Yeah.
thick Latina. Shout out to you too, man.
I know they're watching. I just can't prove it yet.
Shout out to you too as well, man.
So, I don't know if you guys could tell, but we're really excited about this football season. There's been a lot of offseason moves. You got AJ Brown, former Eagle, going to the Patriots. I think
I think that's going to be good for the Pats. I think that's going to be really good.
that's
Not
going to be.
obviously most Eagles fans aren't the highest on him at the moment, but I think that's going to be a great addition to that team because honestly, I feel like all they were missing last year was that dominant number one wide receiver. And if AJ Brown just doesn't play like he did the last year in Philly, they got him.
As big as getting AJ Brown was, they also got a solidified number two, who was a number one where he
They got
was.
Dobbs.
Yes, sir. They got Romeo
Uh,
Dobbs. So I think that's a hell of a pickup. Kayshawn Booty. I know they were talking about him being on the move, but nothing's happened yet.
I
So
doubt they're at least going into preseason with him, bare minimum.
got a bug on your shoulder? Right there on your shoulder. Your right shoulder. You don't see that.
It's my fucking right, jackass.
Yeah, you don't see it. Look at it. It's right there. By your hand.
What's the ladybug?
Oh my god, this is so good luck. We're so good. Wait, don't kill
That's
it.
the ladybug.
Kayshawn Booty. Fuck them. The Seahawks, they lost a couple people, but who cares? They won a Super Bowl. They'll be alright.
That you're gonna lose pretty big pieces. You know you're gonna lose some coaches. You
That's
know
the
you're gonna
biggest
lose.
part that they lost. They lost Kubiak.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's
Hate to sound like back in my day, but when we won back in 2024, losing Kellen Moore, I told y'all, man, losing Kellen Moore was gonna be huge. We lost him. Boy, was it huge. First round exits last year, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you remember.
yeah,
First year,
the 49ers game. That was was an interesting game to watch.
27 mile per hour wind. The really rough. I can only, bro. It was hard to watch football during that. I can only imagine playing.
No. No. It can't be that difficult.
Hey man, I don't get paid millions of dollars to do it. I'll tell you that.
Enough of this off-season shit. I'm pretty sure everybody is all caught up on moves that have been made or moves that are going to be made. The rumors are out there. Things are in place. Let's talk about what we think this season's going to entail. All right? Let's go by these divisions. Who you got winning these divisions? We could start with the NFC. And we could start with your boys.
All right, let's start with the NFC East then. Obviously, I got us winning the division for the third year in a row.
Yeah.
If you want exact record predictions, maybe a little harder to give at the moment. Sorry, guys, we weren't super prepared. Don't have the schedules up right this second. Maybe next episode. Um, what I can remember, because we did talk about this previously, I got the Birds, maybe number one, maybe. Um, honestly, number two, unfortunately, probably got the Cowboys. Number three is going to be the Giants. Would have really improved number three though. Like the race between second and third in my division is going to be really really tough this year, I believe.
Yeah, I
Um,
do expect the Cowboys to have a really good year next year. I think they're going to
obviously,
have a way better year.
at the end of the day, I think the Giants are going to be that Pats team from last year. I think they're going to be the team that takes a big step out of nowhere, and then everybody's going to be like, oh, how the hell did you guys make it from top five pick in the draft to the Super Bowl? I'm not saying that the Giants can get to the Super Bowl because at the end of the day they have to go through the Eagles, which
Yeah.
sucks for them. But
I'm
I feel as though
trying.
they would take that step in order to get there. I think it would be really easy.
Yeah, I definitely see you guys winning it again. The only comp I would give is a healthy Cowboys team. If Dak could stay healthy, because the last time we saw a healthy Dak, he was top 3 in MVP.
Then they lost in the
So,
first round.
yeah, regular season stats are very different. I don't know. We're talking about the regular season records. But in all seriousness, though, I definitely do see you guys going back to back to back. Even though you guys lost AJ Brown, I don't think you guys really lose a step on your offense. I definitely think that Saquon Barkley has a better year than last year. Even I don't think he had a bad year. I just think when you compare it to the year he had previous, it's definitely a decline. But I think he's gonna have a more consistent year because there were a lot of games last year where I took him for 50 yards and he didn't give it to me. It was like
All right,
four of
Mister.
them. But but I don't hold him accountable. Saquon. Now, let's make this let's I feel like that was an easy division to talk about, especially with the top 2. The bottom 2 is where it gets harder between the Giants and Commanders. I really like Jaden Daniels. I'm pretty sure you're a fan if it wasn't for the fact that he's in Washington, but who cares?
I'm a fan of the kid. I'm also a pretty big college football guy, so I loved what he did at LSU. I love this Heisman year. I loved what he did as a rookie when taking his team all the way to the NFC Championship.
Losing
Unfortunately,
to
he
the
just ran.
Super Bowl winners.
Feel me? Unfortunately, he just ran into the Eagles.
Hey man, no, it happens. I think if he doesn't get hurt last year, they have a way better year. He missed way too many games. Then he came back and still performed just to break his fucking arm.
Hey,
So
just to get hurt. Yeah.
so I think if they could get themselves a full year of Jaden Daniels, that's going to be a toss up between them and the Giants. I do think, however, the Giants are the more talented team. They have the better weapons. They have a better defense. Realistically, they should, what I'm saying, they should outperform them. But I'm still giving the edge to Daniels over Dart. So if he can go out there and do what he has to do to stay healthy, I
Thing about
think
my
I
main
think
thing
he
about
could get
my
it done.
main thing about my division is more so just like it's honestly and obviously it's any given Sunday with every team. The thing with my division is that we could lose, bro. But I just got so much faith in us that it's just like, why not us? You know what I
It
mean? You're a D Rose guy. Why not us?
the way you guys lose won't be because of the games outside. It's gonna be because of the games in your division.
It's gonna be because of the
You're gonna lose a game to the Giants. You're gonna lose a game to the Commanders. You're gonna lose a game to the
historically we don't lose
Cowboys.
off to the Giants every year, at least for like the last 5 to 6 years. Um, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure y'all will. The Cowboys, we usually split games with the Cowboys. We win in Philly, we lose in Dallas.
Yeah,
Can't really have too much more. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a rival like Philly and Dallas, win your home games.
You have to. You have to. That's the
Your
biggest
home game.
point. So I think it's really just gonna come down to whichever one of you two can sweep either the Giants or the Commanders. That's what it's gonna come down to. It's gonna come down to the division wins because I
Yeah.
think that all 4 of those teams can split against each other. But it's not a knock on whoever the 1 is and whoever the 4 is. It's just a really talented division where even the bad teams are good.
It's probably the most competitive division since the division's been since the early 2000s.
Harder than my division.
Enough of that NFC talk, man. You know how I feel about my division. Let's talk about your division. Let's talk about the AFC East. How you feel what's going on over there?
Okay, okay, okay.
First of all, before you even talk about your division and what you think is going to happen, how do you like your offseason moves? We haven't talked about my offseason moves, but we talked about the biggest one, losing AJ Brown.
Yeah,
But let's get into your offseason moves. Before that, this is called Fourth&Pour for a reason. Number 2 is ready. Go Birds, by the way.
brother. We always pour, baby. Come on, cuh. Go Bills. Real quick, I think we have a way better chance of winning this division this year. Last year we lost it by a game or two, and that was with the Patriots having one of, if not the easiest schedule in the league, and
Really cupcake schedule they had last
it
year.
was slight. It was slight.
But
So
what I'll do is, like, I really hate to diminish playoff football at that. They had a really cupcake schedule the whole entire year, including the playoffs.
yeah, their hardest game came to when they needed to win, and they lost. they got fucking destroyed. I think even though like getting AJ Brown, having Romeo Dobbs, they don't they don't scare me as much as they should. Like on paper, that 1 and 2 probably scares a lot of teams, but I honestly just have faith in our offense. I think the acquisition of Bradley Chubb on the outside really helps Greg Rousseau a lot. I expect Deion Walker to have a better year this year. I expect TJ Parker, one of our draft picks, I think the first one we got. I expect him to have a pretty solid rookie year. Maxwell Harrison, our rookie DB from last year, he got hurt. He didn't play till like week 8. I expect him to have a really good year. Cole Bishop, who's our free safety, our white boy. You know you like them white boys back there.
Shannon Whites, baby.
Hey
We
man,
lost Reed Blake and shit, man. That was another real hard blow for us. It wasn't even necessary because he's the greatest safety. Sorry to jump off your team that quick,
it's all good.
but not because he's the greatest safety. Just the camaraderie that he brought. He was a vet. He's been in Philly for what, 5 to 6 years, 6, 7. He's
Around there.
been around there. Now he's going to Houston and joining that stacked secondary already.
Listen, listen.
Listen,
Houston, Bills, Houston, week 1. It's gonna be cinema. It's in
you guys are
Houston.
gonna have a problem.
That's a place
You guys
that
are gonna have a
it's a
problem.
place where Josh Allen doesn't perform well. We talked about it earlier. Josh Allen had 252 against those guys, which is cute, but he also had 2 interceptions and no tutties. So
The
even
two best DB rooms in the league, in my opinion, and to a lot of people that's way more talented and knowledgeable than us, are the Eagles and the Texans. And Josh Allen had great games against both of those teams last year. Unfortunately, the team lost though.
both times. So I mean,
Umps.
at the end of the day, that's why I have faith in them because when you're playing teams like that, you're cracking over 200. And against Houston, we only lost by 3, and against you guys, we lost by 1 possession also. So
Eh,
if
Down to
it,
the wire,
and it came down to a Josh Allen missed wide open throw to Khalil Shakir.
which is
So
crazier. Yeah,
so
even
I
crazier.
mean, I'll take my losses. If Josh Allen's the reason why we lost the game, it is what it is. We weren't meant to win it because he,
You won the last 100. So
brother.
I,
So it is what it is. But to get back to it, our defense. I love the moves we made. Losing Matt Milano, it's hard. Shaq Thompson, like we're still figuring out this linebacker thing, but we did pick up Alems Moore or Calems Orr, who we drafted, and Jim Leonard, who is a very profound name defensively by the defensive coordinators. I'm pretty sure you know Jim Leonard.
yeah,
He
of course,
he
of course.
he loves the rookie linebacker. He said he's day one starter is what it sounds like. He's a talent that he rarely ever sees, and it's like okay, if that's what he's saying, cool. It's different when like these Bills reporters are saying these things, but when it's coming from somebody who it's his first year here and this rookie is the spotlight in his eyes, then it's like all right, I'll take it. So
I mean,
if that's the reason why we're not picking up any linebackers, then I'm cool with it. If they believe in him, I believe in him. But enough of the defense because the defense is cute. Offensively, we got us a wide receiver 1. Some people will disagree and say DJ Moore isn't a wide receiver 1, but productive
wide
wise,
receiver, you guys.
listen,
Wide receiver one for you
listen,
guys.
he's 1 and 2.
Hey man,
Productivity though, when you think about it, he's been a top 15 to top 20 wide receiver, and that's with a rookie Caleb Williams, a rookie and sophomore Caleb Williams. That's with fucking Sam Darnold as a fucking what was he like 2 3
yeah,
years in when he was a
the hell
Panther,
that he was going through over there in Carolina. Teddy Bridgewater.
brother.
Bro, I can't name all of the quarterbacks he had to deal with in Carolina.
He's having 1,000 yard seasons, so it's like yeah, he's 29 turning 30, but that's still not a bad age for the next 2 years. I'll take a 31-year-old wide receiver. Stephon Diggs is 33, came off a ACL tour, and he just had 1,000 fucking yards. So
Which is crazy. He hasn't been signed yet. I don't know if it's because of legal issues, but him not being signed is really surprising to me.
I'm pretty sure it's because of off the field antics,
I can
and
imagine.
probably because at the end of the day, a Pro Bowl wide receiver that just cracked 1,000 yards, he probably wants to get paid more than what people are willing, especially with the off the field antics. So it's like I get it, and They're talking about him going to the Ravens. They're talking about him going to the Eagles. They're talking about him going to Buffalo. And honestly, he goes to any three of those teams. I think he hurts you guys the most because I don't. I would rather see Makai Lemon go out there and get the reps.
He get his reps exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
we got to see what this hidden dev is about. So let's see if that shit.
Just
You know what
pick
I'm
off
saying?
a bad relationship with a wide receiver who cries when he doesn't get the ball. I don't need another one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just rather not have another head case.
Nah, yeah. I mean, at least you have Cardi B at the games. Know how much you like her.
Brother, love her.
Listen.
Watch it, baby.
I love.
You feel me?
Oh, what the fuck
That's
was
crazy,
that?
yo. You see that?
I've been dragging this conversation out a lot, but for my division, I'm definitely gonna go us 1, Patriots 2. I want to go Jets 3. I really do.
I mean, I'm about to say I don't really understand why you're getting so frustrated with this, man. I feel like your division is the easiest to pick. I feel as though like if you're gonna be biased, then fuck it, be biased.
Yeah,
Say
of
the
course.
Bills, then say the Pates. Excuse me, then say the Pets. Cool. I feel as though we know the Dolphins are arguably, bro. The Dolphins will probably only win 2 or 3 games.
I
The Dolphins are gonna be the worst team in the league. Forget divisions. They're
between
gonna be the worst
yeah,
team in the league.
between
They're
them and
gonna
the
be the worst
Cardinals,
team in the league, brother.
I think the Cardinals are gonna get some sneaky wins on team. Oh my
But the
god.
Cardinals are going to win 5 games. The Cardinals are going to win 5 games. If the Dolphins win 5 games, this is going on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can't say what I was going to say.
I'll cut it out. Just say it.
I blow a guy.
Oh, speaking of my cousin Brandon, my beautiful, lovely, adorable cousin Brandon, let's talk about that division right there.
We know NFC West.
Yep.
We got San Fran,
We got
LA. Oh my God,
the
Mr.
Seahawks.
The Los Angeles Mayo Garrett's.
Yeah, bro. There's no way they don't. There's no way they don't have the best record in
Oh
the
my
league, right?
God, yo, if you're a real Birds fan, you understand that the Rams have been a pain in our ass for the last 3 years. Even when we beat them, we barely fucking beat them, and it makes you damn near shit on yourself the whole game. Now they've added Myles Garrett. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Listen, not only did they pick up Garrett, but before they got Garrett, they got Trent
They got
McDuffie.
Trent fucking McDuffie.
that right there was already insane. For them to
What are
acquire
we doing?
Garrett.
Yo, when I seen the Chiefs do that shit, I'm like, all right, the Rams is cooking up some shit. Then they fucked me up, drafting Ty Simpson in the what was that, the 13th pick of the first round?
Yeah, it was top 15. I think it was 13, but it was top 15
Cool.
for sure.
So then they fucked me up with that. I'm like, all right, the Rams, they ain't really that serious. They just gave their MVP, 1 year, damn near $50 million. Oh, boom. You got Rams doing everything that they've done this offseason, insane offseason, with subtraction of drafting a quarterback at number 13, really, really confusing to me. Myles Garrett, obviously, Trent McDuffie, like I said. I gotta go to Rams number 1. I think the Rams are gonna, obviously, healthy Rams should win everything. They should win NFC. They should win. They should win everything. I'm gonna go Rams number 1. I gotta go defending champs number 2. As much as they lost, as far as coaching staff, they gotta go defending champs number 2 at the Seahawks. San Fran would obviously be a number 3 because I do think the Cardinals will be fighting the Miami Dolphins for the worst record in the NFL next season. I'm only going through 3 divisions, so fuck it, start over. How you doing, YouTube? All right, so obviously the Browns fucking blow. They got Jared Verse out of it, but
Yeah.
they're still still the Browns.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be at the bottom of that division.
Of course, yeah.
Oh man, that division. See, that division gets spicy because am I going to see Joe Burrow play football? Like, do I get the fucking privilege of seeing Joe Burrow play 16, 17 games?
It's a toss up between the Ravens and the Bengals. Even though the Steelers just
I got
won
the Ravens,
division.
man. I got the Ravens.
I want the Ravens
solely,
too. The team
I
is
only
way
got
better.
the Ravens just solely because I don't think they're way better. I think the fact that first of all, they got Trey Hendrickson. Insane. Insane. I don't trust Joe Burrow's health. I just can't. I can't trust Joe Burrow's health.
What makes you say that the Ravens aren't way better than the? All right, obviously, way better sounds like a lot.
That's nasty.
You
With all due
do
respect, that's nasty.
think the Ravens are better though?
because
Okay.
the Bengals don't have a defense. They haven't had a defense since the year they went to the Super Bowl,
I feel
and even
like
the year they went to the Super Bowl, it was iffy. The only thing they've done, they lost Trey Hendrickson and then gave Dexter Lawrence a fat ass contract. Nigga, what?
I. Fun fact: Dexter Lawrence
Excuse me.
got
I don't
drafted
know.
the
I don't
same
know
year
if he
as Josh
resigned.
Allen.
I don't want to say. I don't want to sound like I don't know ball. I don't know if he resigned, but I know they did give up capital for him, knowing that Dexter Lawrence wanted a long term deal with the Giants. I don't know if that deal has
Let's
been
see.
done yet,
Let's
but
see. Dexter
he
Lawrence.
left New York slash New Jersey looking for a big long term. He wanted to be paid, and I quote, quoting it from NFL, CBS,
Lawrence is under
NFL,
contract in
ESPN.
Cincinnati through the 2028 season. Thanks to his new deal, he has a
He
15.33
did get a new
million
deal.
cap hit in
Perfect. Perfect.
2026,
Perfect. Perfect. So I
which
do know ball.
increases the
They
net.
didn't want to pay Trey Hendrickson, the best edge rusher
Yes,
they've
and
seen
then they
in
gave him the exact same money that he was
decades,
asking for.
maybe a
That's what
decade, and then they give Dexter Lawrence that exact money. I don't
I
really
don't
see where the front
understand
office
that.
is
I don't
coming from.
understand that. I don't.
Unfortunately, the Bengals do they frustrate me, man. How do you have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase? With all due respect, you did see the Super Bowl, and with all due respect, you did lose the Super Bowl to Aaron Donald and Matt Stafford, and Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham. I absolutely get it. You guys were amazing that year, absolutely.
That
What have
defense did
you
it.
done since? What have you done?
Missed the
You've
playoffs.
done
What's it
nothing.
been? What's it been?
You
4 or 5 years? They missed the playoffs
younger.
two, 3 times.
And you still got Jamar Chase. You just signed T. Higgins.
Triple crown.
Joe Burrow's arguably one of the best talents we've seen within the last 10 to 15 years at
Top
quarterback
five, top
position.
five, top five.
Like, what are we talking about? Why can't you get it done? I'll tell you why they can't get it done. Because Joe Burrow can't stay on the field. Joe Burrow can't stay on the field. They're ace. They're number one. So once again, what's up? Joe Burrow go
Flacco.
down. Now what? Now
Yeah.
what? We're talking about next season. Now what? I was still going with my rankings as far as that AFC North situation. I don't even got the Bengals at 2, brother. I got the Bengals at 3. Give me the Steelers at number 2.
See, my problem is
Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers
I
at
think
number 2.
I,
This is Aaron Rodgers' has last hurrah. They got the talent. They, oh my God. Oh, they
you
don't have
got
my
DK
coach
on the
anymore.
outside, and then you got
They
Michael
don't have my
Pittman on the
coach
other side.
anymore.
Oh
They
no,
don't have my
yeah.
coach anymore, man. Mike Tomlin, man. I understand it, yo. I ain't gonna lie, Tom. Yo, they did you wrong,
Shout
Mike.
out James, man. Shout out James. Shout out Ant, man. You guys have a funny division,
Yo,
bro.
I ain't. We got a couple friends that's some Steelers fans, and it's like, yo, team is good enough to not have a losing record than losing the wild card.
To the
Unfortunately,
Bills.
that's what I think the Steelers will be again. The
See,
Steelers will make the playoffs because at the end of the day,
excuse me.
that franchise pisses greatness. On a bad year, they win
I
60% of their
see.
games and lose in the playoffs. On some organizations, a bad year is 2-15.
Okay.
We'll never see that from that organization. That organization, in my personal opinion, will never take a big fall off. It doesn't matter who they have back there.
Because
Somehow,
they know how to
some way
draft
they
talent. They know
win.
how to acquire talent, especially on the defensive side.
Also, with all due respect, also that's because Mike Tomlin was back there coaching. They don't have that this season. This is the first
Excuse me.
season in what? Almost 2 decades that Mike Tomlin will not be on that sideline coaching the Pittsburgh Steelers. That matters.
All right. Do
As
you
much
know
as
who
I
their
want to
new
say
coach
that
is?
matters, I still have the Steelers going number 2.
Ah, I see
Yes,
who
I
their
know who
coach
the
is.
Steelers coach is. Mike McCarthy, baby. Come on, baby. You know who you talking to is Mike McCarthy. And he's a dickhead. What are we talking about? Make a long story short, after going on a 10-minute rant about the Bengals, to make a long story short, I got Ravens at number 1, got the Steelers at number 2, I got the Bengals at number 3, I got the Browns at number 4.
So this is where we're gonna disagree. I think that we're gonna have a healthy Joe Burrow year. They went out there and they I mean it didn't take much, but they buffed up their offensive line. They threw you and me out there, which was a fucking step up. But you know what I'm saying? It's a step up. All that matters is that one step. So they did that, and I honestly think we're gonna get a healthy Joe Burrow season. I think he gives us at least 12 games, right? Which is That's shitty.
I don't know what he's been doing.
That's shitty if you're that's shitty if you're an Eagles fan. That's shitty if you're a Bills fan. But I do think he'll give us at least 12 games, and I think they're going to be number two. I think the Bengals are back in the playoffs next year. I think Aaron Rodgers' hoorah ends off on a sad note, which it shouldn't. But yeah, I got Ravens 1, I got Bengals 2, Steelers, and then Browns. That's where I'm rocking. So going from the AFC North, bouncing right to the NFC, staying up north. This is where things get hard. This is where things get tricky. Right? You have potentially three really good teams that could fight for the number one spot. You have the Bears
So we're talking Packers, the Bears, and the
and the
Lions.
Lions. Yes. Then you have a dark
The
horse
Vikings
team.
there.
And it's not because they're a bad team, it's because of their quarterback situation. But they just picked up Kyler Murray. They did just pick up
What are we talking
Kyler
about?
Murray.
I was about to say they have Kyler Murray.
Oh my god,
There's
things
no
are so
way
interesting.
There's no way JJ McCarthy's giving Kyler Murray a run for his money in OTAs and training.
I haven't heard a confirmed starter. That's all I'm gonna say. You do what you want with that information. So
Just not to hurt number 9's fellas.
I say that to say, right? I think last year Caleb Williams showed I am here and I am here to stay. This year he's gonna solidify that shit, winning that division. The Lions are gonna come up second, and then it's gonna be Packers, Vikings. I can't not give the Packers over the edge. But they did just lose their number one wide receiver, and now they're banking on a nigga that hasn't cracked 650. And I like Jordan Love. No offense to you, Manny. I don't think he's that good. I think his highs are very high, but his lows, brother, his highs are high. He's good. He's nice, but his lows, man. Is it Jordan Love out there? Is it JJ McCarthy? I don't know. Same division, same player. I don't know. Because Jordan Love, when he's not hot, he's not cooking at all, and it sucks. Because I like Jordan Love. I think he is good. In all seriousness, though, I think that division is underrated when it comes to toughness, man. Like, I think people are really gonna understand how hard that division is this year because you have a team that you can argue is the most talented team with the Lions. You got the quarterback, you have the wide receiver, you have the running backs, you have the tight end, you have it defensively with your edge rushers, your D tackles. They're losing corners because they like to get arrested, which is cool. It happens in the NFL. But their quarterback room is still solid. Their safeties are good. That team is really well built, and they have one of the best coaches. If you don't want to call him the best, he is the most entertaining and fun coach to watch, whether it's in the locker room or outside on the field. That team, if you don't like the Lions, it's because you're your division rival. Everybody else out here in this world likes the Lions. I'm talking about a team that hasn't won shit, that doesn't do anything.
I see where you're going with it.
Like that team it's really well built team, especially for that division. That team, if you look at it on paper, that team should wipe the floor in that division. But I do think
Bears are
that
really good, man. The Bears are really good.
I agree, but they're also a really young team. But that's why I came to say I think the Bears this year, after losing DJ Moore, they're gonna have Romo Duze step up, Luther Burden's gonna step up. That I think with Colston Loveland, I really like the Bears to win this division this year. God willing, Caleb Williams could stay healthy, because that's the biggest piece, of course. But if Aiden Hutchinson doesn't get hurt, you know what I'm saying? Jahmyr Gibbs has another one of them seasons. It's gonna be a toss-up, man.
Look, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm not overlooking any big moves that was made in that division.
I don't know. There's the biggest move that I can think of besides Terran Arnold getting cut would be DJ Moore getting traded.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I could think of. And then obviously Kyler Murray signing with the Vikings, and then you have Romeo Doubs getting out of there.
Dobbs, the boot, yeah.
So it's like besides that, and then fuck, the biggest move is giving fucking Christian Watson that big ass contract.
I see your Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings, and I would have to give you Bears, Packers, Lions, Vikings.
You think the Lions completely have fallen off?
Absolutely, absolutely. They had a cute 3-year span, but at the end of the day, I think the Vikings are back to being the Vikings. Even with all that talent on the offensive side, I think the Lions are better, are back to being the Lions that we know. Mind you, sorry if we have a couple older viewers. I'm 26. This guy's 25. We know the Lions to be dog shit. I'm not saying that they're going all the way back to dog shit,
But boy, were
but
they fun to watch.
Packers and Bears are better this year, this upcoming season. Excuse me.
All right, so let's go with the NFC, the AFC, and let's just go West, and then we can end off with the South for both divisions, right? So that's the Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers. Who is winning this division? Patrick Mahomes is gonna be there week 1. Let's get that.
You mean the Raiders?
No, no.
Boom. Like I said, guys, I'm all right. So when it comes to football, I'm a big football guy. Love football. It's really hard to be biased. As much as I love Midnight Green, Kelly Green, I bleed Midnight Green, a little bit of Kelly Green. You know what I mean? We don't pull them out that much. I love my birds, but I love the game of football. So I try not to be biased to this game. One thing I will always be biased about, as long as he's in the league, is fuck Justin Herbert.
Word.
So, with that being said, the Chargers, realistically, not knowing Patrick Mahomes' health, obviously knowing how many games he's going to play.
He's going to be there week 1.
That's confirmed.
Yes, bro. He's our bro.
Give me the Chiefs.
Bro, Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders.
They give me the Broncos. They give me the Chargers.
Actually, fuck. I really like what the Raiders are doing.
Let my bias come in. No. Let my bias come in. Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders.
That's what I was saying.
Chargers. Fuck them. Not only do I think Justin Herbert is so overrated. Oh my God, I think Justin Herbert's so overrated. Not only do I really think he's overrated, that team sucks. That team genuinely sucks.
Yes.
Like, that shitty-ass offensive line doesn't help their overrated quarterback. That very mid-defense does not help their overrated quarterback. That wide receiver
I don't think they make the playoffs
who led
next
the
year.
league in drops does not help their very overrated quarterback.
I
So,
like Justin Herbert.
Said,
I'm a Justin Herbert fan.
I have the Chiefs, Broncos, the Raiders, the Chargers.
I agree.
That's my AFC West predictions.
I agree. I'm not gonna.
You agree? Wait, you're agreeing with that?
I think I like the Raiders as a team. I think they are way better than the Chargers. I think defensively, they can't hold a candlestick to them. They just picked up my boy Taron Johnson. I love what they did to their O-line. I like Fernando Mendoza. Do I think he's gonna at some point be a top 5, top 10 quarterback? No, but I think he's enough to be able to throw the ball to a Brock Bowers, to a check down to Ashton Genty, and then who the fuck is their wide receiver? Oh my God, what's their wide receiver room? Who are their wide receivers? Who are the Raiders wide receivers?
Raiders?
They don't have Jacoby Myers anymore.
No, Myers
obviously.
Is going.
Who the fuck are they throwing to? Oh, the Jalen Naylor. They picked up.
Trey Tucker. I like Trey Tucker.
He's solid.
Jalen Naylor kid.
Trey Tucker.
Who the fuck are these people?
That's all that matters. The wide receiver 1 and 2 matter because they have Brock Bowers. We're talking about arguably the best tight end. We're talking about bro.
Brock Bowers is like
bro. It's between him and Trey McBride, but Trey McBride is playing at the bottom echelon of a team. It's them two. Those are my ones.
Not too far off,
brother. No. But his team actually made an effort to be better. But that's enough of the AFC West. All right. Now let's just get to the NFC South, right? So, shout out to my nigga Eli. We got the Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers, and we got the Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? I know how you Eagles fans feel about the Buccaneers. I know the Falcons fans feel about the Panthers. Come on, talk to me. What do you have? What do you have going into the season? And I'll tell you what I
Okay.
got.
All right. So when it comes to the NFC South, it's really really tricky. What do we have? What do we have? Like what do we have? 3 8 and 9 teams last year, or was it 3 9 and 8 teams?
It
9 and 8,
was
right?
9-8. Yes,
The Panthers got in with 9 and 8.
the
So when you
Panthers,
go
the
with the,
Bucks, and the
okay,
Falcons all had the same record. Yeah,
it's really hard to go against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just off the simple fact that they should have won. The only reason they fell off last year was because of the nasty injury bug that
brother.
we all hate. We all hate to see it. I'm sure the players hate to go through it.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, you got to go through it, man. It's football. This is what happens. We don't make these projections putting in injuries because we don't wish injuries on anyone. So when we're talking about fully healthy squads, it should go the Buccaneers. It should
yeah.
go the Falcons. See the To make a long story short, the Falcons pick really bothers me with Draco, with Bijan, the quarterback position. That really bothers me. With all due respect, I love what Penix has been doing when he's healthy. Something in my gut, even though they haven't came out and said who's going to be a starter,
It's gonna be Tua.
something in my gut really tells me it's going to be Tua.
It's gonna be
More
Tua.
experience. He's getting the most money. At the end of the day,
Penix
you
is
got to
coming
look at
off an
this as
injury.
the business. At the end of the day, Tua did get paid that $200+ million contract in Miami. The Dolphins, excuse me, the Atlanta Falcons would not have brought him on board,
Unless they wanted him to start.
agreed to pay that money unless he was going to be a starter. You're not going to pay. You're not going to trade for the guy to make him the world's most paid backup. Unfortunately, I feel like for all Falcons fans out there, Tua Tagovailoa is going to be your starting quarterback going into Week 1, and because
Sorry,
of
Eli.
that, just can't put too much faith behind that team because I don't believe in that quarterback play. So I'm going to go Bucks, Panthers, Saints, Falcons. I think the Saints are due for a huge year this year. Honestly, let me
A
take
lot of
that back.
people do.
I'm going Bucks. I'm going Bucks, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. That's how I look at the NFC South for this upcoming year.
Can't agree with that one. You had me in the beginning until you switched it up. I got the Panthers being second, Bucks, Panthers, Saints, Falcons. I think
And I
what
can respect that, but man, I really believe in those Saints this year.
I believe
For some
I
reason, I
respect
really
it.
believe in those Saints this year.
I just
I like what the New Orleans Saints got going on this year.
I just think a team that their number one wide receiver is riddled with the injury bug, and then they draft a wide receiver who's really good, but also throughout his collegiate career is dealt with the injury bug. It's like adding. I mean, sometimes negative and negative is positive, but I don't know how positive these negatives are gonna be. You know, and I like Tyler Show. I think he's nice, but I just don't see having their 1 and 2 at the wide receiver positions, them being both injury prone. I don't see that adding up to them leveling up their game. I think I ain't gonna lie. I want them to. I low key think they're gonna be the fourth in that division still because I like the Falcons. You know how I feel about the Falcons. I do think talent wise, the Falcons are second in that division, obviously. And then it's the Bucks, because, they got a Mecca. They still have Chris Godwin. They lost Mike Evans, who is a 49er. But I do think it's going to go Bucks, Falcons, Panthers, Saints. And not because the Saints are ass, not because, what I'm saying. I just don't think, as a team, they're young. And I don't think they're ready to take that leap to go from the bottom of your division to the top. I just don't think they're there yet. And with the Panthers, as good as they were last year, they didn't get better. You could arguably say they got worse. They made no pickups, and they spent too much money on a motherfucker who didn't do much in Philly with Jalen Phillips. So it's like, I don't know.
Yo,
This is the last division. Yes, this is the last division, the AFC South. We got
that
the
is the
Titans.
Texans, Jaguars, the Titans, and the Colts.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
All right, boom. I got
Fuck.
Texans, I already knew I had the Texans going number one. That number two really bothers me because obviously the Jaguars are better than the Titans. I just want to see how Daniel Jones comes back. Obviously, as a Birds fan,
It
I've
won't
watched
be
Daniel
number
Jones' whole
fucking
career.
2.
I can't say that I really watched him in Duke because you know who the fuck watches Duke football. But I did watch him as a Giant. He sucked. But what he wasn't he was pretty good last year. He was pretty good last year. They were a winning team
Hell of a
on their
team
way
last
to
year.
arguably number one in the conference until he had a couple unfortunate situations that go his way. You add that what how they lost the wide receiver. Okay, the Colts. Are the Colts better than the Jacksonville Jaguars?
No, no, no. You're not about to convince me that the Colts are better.
Give me the
The,
Texans. Give me the Jaguars. Give me the Colts. Give me the Titans. That's my AFC South. Jaguars are gonna fall second. The Jaguars are gonna be like 9-8. What the fuck do you think the Jaguars are?
why are you yelling at me?
I was like, what are you doing here?
I just think all I said the Jaguars are better than the Colts. That was my argument.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first episode of Fourth&Pour. Boy K Swiss, boy Mr. MVP Thorns.
Thanks for
I don't
coming,
know about this guy. I
Thorns.
won't lie to you. I don't know. I was about to call him a bad word, but I
Bad
believe that so we
Bunny.
can get. I believe that for y'all to call him so we can get put on YouTube. I'll be safe. See y'all episode 2. Yes, sir.
Ciao.